What's good, gang? It's the KING back with a brand spanking new reaction video. Today, I have dug into the Death Battle Vault and I have pulled out Nightwing versus Daredevil. This is Marvel versus DC. This is shit. This is taking it back when with these death battles. We're gonna jump into this today. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you leave a thumbs up. I'm not gonna lie to you, I rock with Daredevil on the Marvel side, yes, but on the DC side, like I actually fucks with Nightwing. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I fucks with Nightwing. Like, he's put in a lot of work, and him and then Dick Grayson going from Robin into Nightwing, if I'm correct, was just kind of him in his own way separating himself from, I guess, the Bat legacy, like just trying to be his own man, be his own Cape Crusader, you know what I mean? Even though he learned damn near everything from Bruce Wayne himself, he just wanted to stand on his own, you know, in his own respect. But I always rocked with Nightwing for a long time now. But we're gonna jump into this as usual. I don't want to ramble too much in these intros because I know how I can do. I appreciate you all for tuning in, and let's just get started.
Hey everybody, want to let you know we have an all-new Death Battle tee. If you guys like the way it looks and you want to pick one up, just click the link in the description below.
It's beautiful.
Damn. Caress that man's chest like that. I know it was about the shirt, but still. Caress the grown man's chest.
In a world where superhumans can fly through the sky or lift buildings over their head, it takes a lot more than a pair of tights for a mere mortal to stand out from the crowd.
But these guys have it covered.
Nightwing, the original protege of Batman.
And Daredevil, Marvel's man without fear. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Seeing this live action fisticuffs.
In modern times, the questionable whimsies of the circus are all but dead.
And good riddance, because the world doesn't need any more clowns.
Yet in its heyday, few performances could top the trapeze mastery of the Flying Graysons.
Well, until a mobster cut their cord on life short. Literally.
But they had a son, young yet just as talented as them.
Say this
Orphaned
over.
and alone, all seemed hopeless for Dick Grayson.
Until he scored the coolest foster dad in the friggin' universe. The goddamn Batman.
And under the Cape Crusader, Dick wasn't just a son, he was a sidekick, a superhero. He was Robin. Until he wasn't.
You got knocked up. Robin spent many
Knock
years
that man
kicking
out.
bad guys around the back alleys of Gotham City with his new dad. Who could forget the time he crushed Blockbuster under a truck,
Damn.
or when he whipped out that shark repellent? Never leave home without
And the crazy
it,
part is
kids.
I actually
But
seen
then
this
Batman suddenly
episode too
realized, you know
with
what?
the Adam
Bringing
West
kids
Batman.
into battle is actually a bad
Yeah, that show is
idea.
hilarious, bro.
So he fired him, and then promptly forgot this little revelation.
Holy time to update the resume, Batman.
Damn.
Probably for the best, though. I mean, come on. The kid didn't even have a proper pair of pants. What's your problem, Bruce?
Oh,
Whoa!
Damn.
The mouth on this one.
Actually, it was for the best, though not in the way Batman hoped. Inspired by a story of an ancient Kryptonian superhero, Dick took to the streets by himself with a brand new uniform and a brand new name. From then on, he would be known as Nightwing.
Gotta hand it to Bats. He sure knows how to mold a kid into a criminal-crushing machine. With expertise in taekwondo, ninjutsu, aikido, and a bunch of other styles, Nightwing is one of the finest martial artists in comic book history.
No doubt helped by his world-class acrobatic skills. He is one of only 3 people on Earth who are capable of performing a quadruple flip.
And between the fancy schooling he
Who
got
are
at
the other
Hudson
two?
U and being a founding member of the Teen Titans, he's got brains and brawn, plus a whole lot of weapons.
Nightwing's suit is lightweight, bulletproof, and makes virtually no sound when moving. The blue colors even turn black while in the dark. His mask features a holographic UI complete with night vision and a spectral analyzer.
He's rocking utility belts on his wrists and ankles full of lockpicks, smoke pellets, and staples that are so strong they can support the weight of a freaking helicopter.
He also carries a rebreather, grapple gun, and wingdings.
That weird alien
Wingdings.
font with all the
Eskrima
shapes?
sticks.
Oh, I'll figure out your secret one day, Wingdings.
No, more like the batarangs or thrown shurikens. The standard wingdings are extremely sharp, but he also carries dulled, ultrasonic, and explosive variants.
But let's get to the good stuff, like his 2 screaming sticks
Eskrima sticks.
that are great for beating the shit out of people. And they'll be pretty shocked when they find out Nightwing has wired them with 50,000 volt
Damn.
tasers.
Despite their falling out, Nightwing clearly remains inspired by the gadgets and skills of his baddie mentor, and he's put them to good use.
He's strong enough to punch people through solid walls and
Jesus.
smash through a sheet of ice from underwater and hold back the 19,000 pounds per square inch bite force of an orca.
And while breaking a car window
Yeah, I
doesn't
forgot
sound
he actually
impressive, Nightwing's done
was
so
Bat-
while
he
the car
actually
was
was
underwater
Batman for a
and
while.
therefore pressurized.
Like, he actually
To pull
put on
this
the
off,
cowl
he
for
needed
a
to
bit.
impact the glass with over
A couple of people put on the
24,000
bat cowl
pounds
for a
per
bit,
square
bro.
inch.
Like,
He's quick enough to dodge point-blank gunfire, skilled enough to leap through the city while blindfolded, and tough enough to survive falling off a building.
Generally, any unsafe landing over 21
golly.
feet is guaranteed to break bone.
over.
And Nightwing dropped 140 feet onto his butt, and he was fine. And we've all fallen on our tailbone. That shit sucks.
At one point, Nightwing spent 96 hours patrolling city streets looking for the criminal mastermind Two-Face, and an additional 5 or more hours collecting evidence. A 2010 study on sleep deprivation noted that 72 hours without sleep leads to a number of horrendous side effects, including hallucinations.
But when it was time to leap between blimps hundreds of feet in the air and give Two-Face the beatdown he deserved, you couldn't even tell Nightwing was in desperate need of a nap. And don't forget, he was trained by the #1 detective in the world. He's good enough to solve a kidnapping with a single look at the scene of a crime.
Even more impressive, he once performed a skydive at 930 miles per hour, which took all of 15 minutes. That puts his starting position around 25 miles high and free falling faster than the speed of sound. For reference, real-life Austrian athlete Felix Baumgartner performed a similar great leap from 24 miles up, hitting a maximum speed over 800 miles per hour. To pull this off, he needed a specialized suit to protect him from the extreme cold, unfiltered sunlight, and lack of oxygen. One mistaken movement could have put him into a rapid spin, rendering him unconscious and causing his blood to boil.
And Nightwing just did it without any
I
of
don't
that.
understand how
Damn.
people take
He's
chances
certainly
like that
tough,
in
but
real
he's
life.
had his
Like,
fair
that's
share of
crazy.
losses. His scarred body is proof of that.
And eventually, him and Bats finally made up. He even took up the cowl himself when Batman was out for a while. Nightwing is one superhero who will always come out on top, along with his partners, Jim and Juan.
What?
I mean, it's right here in the intern's notes.
Jim and Juan.
Who's Jim and Juan?
Oh, that's the names these ladies gave his butt cheeks.
Well, guess you can't argue with the ass on that dick.
Whoa, whoa.
I haven't used that name in a long time. Call me Nightwing.
The episode of Teen Titans was crazy.
Before he
Like,
became the man without fear, Matthew Murdock was the son of a professional boxer named Battling Jack.
Sounds like a badass. But Jack actually boxed because it was the only thing he was good at. And he needed money to get his kid through school so that little Matt would have a better life than he did. Oh, what a good dad. He's punching people for his kid.
That's what
Matt
it's
still trained in secret with his
so
father's
he get his
exercise
face
equipment,
punched up.
molding himself into
take
a
care of his
powerful
kid,
fighter
right?
and an expert acrobat. This new athletic ability would come in handy when he witnessed a blind man walking right in front of a speeding truck.
Feeling especially heroic that day, Matt dove in to push the guy to safety, but the truck crashed, sending some weird acid stuff flying all over Matt's face.
From that day forward, Matt was permanently blind.
Damn.
I can't see! I can't see!
Still, Matt did not give up on the dream his father wanted. He earned his degree with flying colors and founded a law firm with his friend Foggy Nelson. Things were actually looking
Foggy!
up for him.
Well, except for when his dad was killed by a mobster for ruining a rigged boxing match. Because you can't be a superhero unless you've lost your parents.
Matt was distraught. His world had come crashing down around him, and he couldn't even see it happen. But he could hear it, smell it, feel it.
Yeah, 'cause turns out that radioactive goop didn't just blind Matt, it gave him superpowers. So he dressed up like the devil himself and literally scared the mobster to death.
And so, Daredevil was born.
I gotta rewatch the series
People,
and the
particularly
Punisher.
those born with
I gotta
it,
rewatch both
experience
series.
a
man.
rewriting of the brain to heighten their other senses, somewhat making up for their lack of sight.
Something similar happened to Daredevil, except like 100 times greater.
His touch became so sensitive, he can tell when a person is close to him simply from the disturbance in the air. His ears can pick up the faintest of sounds, from the slightest movement of an enemy to the rising heartbeat of someone who's lying. His taste can detect each separate ingredient in any recipe, including poisons, and his nose can track you down like a bloodhound.
Who needs eyes when you can sense everything around you to the smallest detail? But he couldn't use his blind powers as well as he does without the training under a super secret warrior named Stick. No relation.
With Stick's help, Matt mastered several fighting styles, including ninjutsu, Krav Maga, and Kung Fu.
And get this, Stick had basically the same blind powers as Daredevil.
Whoa. Silk sheets.
Thanks to him, Matt learned how to hone his senses, to know and maneuver through his surroundings even better than those with working eyes. He also learned how to tap into something called an atom-induced radar sense.
Like that thing that bats do when they bounce sound around to see in the dark or whatever.
Sort of. That's sonar, or
Exactly.
echolocation, and he can use it too. But thanks to his radioactive origins, Daredevil can actually emit electromagnetic energy waves from his body, which bounce off objects in his vicinity, painting a picture of his surroundings in his head.
Some ways
This
the radar
means he
sense is
doesn't
similar
need
to
sound
Spider-Man's
find and
spider
take down an
sense.
opponent.
So he's got a ton of ways to make up for his eye problem, but he's also got some awesome gear to help him take out the bad guys. Like his devil suit that's bulletproof, shockproof, flameproof, and a perfect backup plan whenever he forgets to prep for a Halloween party.
For combat, he built a versatile
I'm already
weapon
catching
out of
something
his
key
most
here. They
innocuous
said his suit is
possession,
shockproof.
a walking cane.
By
So if
day,
Nightwing
he's a
uses
feeble-blind
Eskrima
man
sticks to
slowly
try to
tramping
electrocute
across
him,
the
I don't think it's
road.
gonna
But
work
by
in this
night, He
fight.
whips out the horns and snaps his cane into a high-tech billy club.
The club houses a cable, hidden blades, a recording device, and exploding pellets.
It can even turn into a boomerang. Man, where do I get one of these?
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
have to be blind, right?
No, but you shouldn't. You already destroy everything without a super club.
Well, I'd need to practice to throw it as well as he does. You know how Captain America tosses his shield all over the place and it always seems to come back to him? Well, Daredevil does the exact same thing. And he can throw it hard enough to bust concrete. He's super strong. He can lift a 400-pound barbell and chuck it as casually as when I toss a beer away if it's time for a new one.
He's quick enough to deflect bullets with his billy club, and skilled enough to bounce one back so it killed the man who fired it in the first place.
Damn.
Bet that guy wasn't expecting that. It looks like he's firing a Glock, which has a muzzle speed of about 1,200 feet per second.
At just 20 feet away, Daredevil had to react within 17 milliseconds to avoid getting hit. And while he couldn't survive a shot to the head, he's powered through a heck of a lot when compared to the average human.
He's survived zaps from Electro, whose power can burn through metal. He's fallen multiple stories and walked away, powered through a napalm explosion, and been hit by a 5-foot bar swung by the Ox, who can tear through metal cages and lift more than 800 pounds.
His
Jesus.
keen control over his nervous system has also helped him resist
That's what once
tranquilizers
took
and
down
toxins,
170
but his super
Yakuza members
senses
all
are
at
also
once.
his biggest weakness.
They may give him way more field awareness than most
fact
anybody
he
else.
took down
but
107
if his
people,
opponent knows how his powers work,
let alone
they can
Yakuza,
overload his
and they were-
senses
a
with
lot
an
of them were
extremely loud
buffed
noise
up
or
on
a
some
really
kind
bad
of
smell. Like if you had a
steroid?
truckload of screaming skunks you could throw at him. That'd probably work, right?
But even with those weaknesses, Daredevil is a fearsome foe for anyone who would face him, even if he can't see them.
He even managed to balance his life of law and the crime fighting, and became a huge success on his own. Papa Boxer would be proud.
I'm gonna kill you!
Bro, I can't wait till this show comes back, man.
Take your shot.
I can't wait till Punisher comes back, man. They just need to bring all those series back.
Combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, you need to treat your
And I just bring it
senses
back
Blue
to keep
Apron.
the same actors.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron, the leading meal kit delivery service in the U.S.
Blue Apron.
But did you know about all the different kinds of delicious foods you can battle?
That's a thick ass helmet he got on. Like, I like the animated fights that they do, but it's just something a bit more visceral about the live action stuff. Right?
You can leave now, or I can drag you out. It's your choice.
Ooh, I'm shaking in my boots, especially looking at the Prince of Darkness. But that case over there is part of an investigation I've been working, so why don't you hand it over, and I'll get out of your horns. Is that a no then?
Here we go. Nice, nice dodge. Hit him with that pimp backhand. Don't do it. Golly. Broke my man arm like a chicken wing.
What are you? Better.
See, I told you, it's not gonna work. Binged him in the back of the noggin. It's not gonna help. He's already in the dark 24/7.
I wish I could see the look on your face.
Me too.
Oh shit. I didn't even think about the damn ultrasonic shit. Damn.
See you in hell.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Daredevil had this one.
We can do that now?
This was possibly one of our closest matchups to date. Despite lacking a true superhuman physique, both Nightwing and Daredevil were extremely skilled and deadly fighters.
When it came to overpowering each other, they were pretty dead even. Sure, based on their previous feats, we can tell that Nightwing seemed a little stronger and more acrobatic, and Daredevil seemed a little quicker to react.
But these differences were extremely minimal. It's actually feasible that these two could pull off almost all the exact same feats.
Keyword being almost.
Right, with such similar physical abilities, this really came down to their arsenal. Nightwing's gadgets and Daredevil's superpowers. At first glance, these could simply counter each other, making this match completely even again. For example, both could take advantage of the dark with night vision or super senses, but only one set was perfectly suited to actively disrupt the other.
Remember Nightwing's scanning mask? There's no way he couldn't notice those electro waves Daredevil's radar sense was sending everywhere. Even Mr. Magoo could have figured out something was weird here, let alone the guy trained by frickin' Batman. You know, the greatest detective in the world.
Through a little hand-to-hand action, Nightwing was certainly clever enough to recognize Daredevil's reliance to sound over sight, and had the perfect counterweapon, the ultrasonic wingding.
Look, I'm sure there were several possible scenarios where Daredevil could have pulled off the win, but more times than not, Nightwing takes this thanks to his athletic skill, detective training, and high-tech gadgets. All he had to do was dare to wing it.
The winner is Nightwing.
Let's see what their next time is. I know this is old, but let's see what their next time was at that time. With new rules.
Let's go.
Oh, Mario versus Sonic.
Oh, this thing came off the camera when I was setting it up.
Are you telling me every single time you've set up the camera, you've never taken the cap off?
So this was the introduction to Whiz and Boomstick, like giving us an actual visual. That's crazy. That's nuts. I never realized it. Like at points I was like, yo, when did they like introduce, like not just the voices, but gave us like characters to go with the voices, and I could never like pinpoint when they did that. Well, now we know. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought Daredevil would have had it because, like I said, once they pointed out that his suit was like shock resistant, I knew the escrimas that Nightwing had weren't gonna work with him trying to electrocute Daredevil. And I completely forgot about the ultrasonic wingdings, and that's what kind of caught me off guard as as well as it did Daredevil. But that was a good fight though. I really do like the live action fights. Like the animated stuff is excellent. It's great. It's just something just a bit more like, I don't know, visceral, a bit more like, you know, it just gets you more into it when it's just live action. But anyway, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Before you go, just make sure you hit that thumbs up. What else? Yeah, I got more stuff coming. I got more reactions coming. I'm trying to get the gaming stuff situated so I can give you guys gaming. I know I've said it before. I said it twice. I said it thrice. But I'm really trying to fix that. Either maybe even try to live stream on the channel when it comes to the gaming stuff. I'm trying to get that coordinated for you. Like I really am. But I do appreciate you all for, you know, continuing to tune in, continuing to support, hold your boy down. And, you know, I appreciate you all. I love you all. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.